noticed that too? Sometimes people
Yeah.
bored and they mean annoyed.
How for do?
If you so know. All right, listen. The Drive Safe campaign is actually brought to you every day without fail by the Joy News and Multimedia Group. It's supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. That's how you drive safe. What's in the papers?
Let me start with the Daily Graphic is reporting this morning. Big one. Measures to restore economy to pre-COVID era. Oforiatta unveils key policies today. So what we've been talking about, already the presidency issued some form of graphics suggesting the areas that we're looking at, that it will include executive salary cuts, it will include some far-reaching reviews, and all of them are being listed here. So we expect the finance minister to give us the details. What are we cutting? What exactly will be the impact of it? How long will this last? And this will signal to the rest of us in this country, after all the meetings from the MPCs through to the cabinet, through to the economic management team meetings, all of them, we have come together with goodies that would fix. No, I will come to say that will fix the economy permanently, but that has not been suggested in any of the statements that have been issued so far.
That is just your personal wish.
Yes, I'm hoping that we will move beyond interim measures to look at, and because mostly when we have crisis, it gives us opportunity to reflect. We had crisis from COVID time. It gives us opportunity to say that we are going to build 111. You get the point. So sometimes, even though we know the problems, it is so glaring in our face, but when crisis comes, it tells us what to do fundamentally and fixing the problems permanently.
Guys, I need your take on this. It's just because of something Raymond said.
Yeah.
We often refer to the economic management team. So many people are calling on Dr. Baumia to speak, because
Apparently he will do too.
this is what we're hearing. But I'm wondering, are we not, is our attention not being diverted? Who is, by law, responsible for managing our economy? Is it the economic management team, or is it the finance minister?
So actually, it's the government because the various teams have. But when it comes to direct responsibility for the finances of the state, of course, it's the finance minister.
Right? Because the economic management team, is it a creation of law?
No, it's been a convention for a very long time.
Yeah. So it's just like a committee that's been put together, right?
Yeah,
and it's chaired by the vice president by convention, not by law.
Well, Kojo, you see, if you go around today and Joy News indicated that today there's been a bit of appreciation in the Ghana City, the Joy Business report. Now, the governor of the Bank of Ghana announced to all of us and said, we are going to inject some $2 billion dollars into the Ghanaian economy. We've put in place other measures.
Yeah.
At the same time, per even their auctions on the 22nd of March, a day after his announcement, the total request was about $275 million. The Bank of Ghana accepted bids amounting to $75 million. But that notwithstanding, the confidence alone that, we're going to get more dollars in the economy. All of a sudden, you're beginning to see an appreciation in the Ghana city.
Not just appreciation, boom
appreciation. So, for those of you who went to forest bureaus yesterday, the dollar that you were exchanging at or buying at 8 cedis 40 pesos. Now you're having to buy it at 7 cedis 50 pesos or some 7 cedis 20 pesos.
Yes, just behind us here.
When it comes to the economy, even what you say determines the confidence in an economy.
Yeah.
And that's why people say we want to hear from the vice president. Also because per the convention, the vice president is the chairman of the economic management team. And this vice president was started as an economic messiah. So it's important.
I want to hear from him.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend. I would love to hear from Dr. Baumia. What I'm saying is that who are we holding responsible? Because I think in our calls for Dr. Baumia to speak, we are perhaps not being as robust in calling for the finance minister to explain where we are and where we are going. because it's his job. Look, this economic management team of superhero economists that we've put together, they are not bound by any. And in fact, nobody is bound to follow their advice.
Okay. So finally on this, the finance minister works on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Ultimate
Who's
responsibility.
number 2 is the Vice President. And who chairs the economic management team,
Which is not a creature.
but tasked with ensuring that our economy is in the right position.
But sorry, he had never had difficulties in speaking on these matters,
Exactly.
right, for many time. And
So,
and,
yeah,
and
we all want to
it
hear
is
from him.
it is only because of what he has done in times past. That's why he's the focus now.
Yes.
If
But
he
you
had
see-
been
But you see, who is he? the
unlike his
focus for?
kind, like we have it today,
Let's be clear.
it would have been
No,
different.
let's be clear.
People
Who
would
is he
make
the
it clear.
focus for? You can understand why perhaps the opposition party might focus on him.
Guys, we'll come
Because
back
of
to
future
this.
events. We'll come back
Okay.
because we've got lots
Anyway,
of headlines.
yes.
Now the daily. Now, okay, the very last one before we go. Ministry targets $2.3 billion from tourist attractions in 2022. That is according. That's this ministry is the tourism, arts and culture.
They're targeting how much?
$2.3 billion.
What are they investing
for?
to get it?
Oh,
How much are they investing to get it?
much of that detail is not in the paper, but you say we are rebounding. We are coming back to stronger terms.
Tourism
COVID
thing will make
impact
me-
is going to be lessened. What will happen? All the tourist attraction sites will be open to business. They will be operating at full value, and we're making sure that they run the way they ought to run to make sure
What
that we get
is the
2.3
government
billion.
of Ghana investing
It is
in our tourism sector
It-
to
it-
get
it-
2-point-something billion returns.
anyway. That's on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
Let me get to the Ghanaian Times and let's establish investment fund for free SHS. That's Dr. Steve Manteo suggesting the free SHS will never go away with it. Immigration officer killed by unknown assailants at Kokoligo. Sad one. The young immigration officer, 26 years, losing his life there. But government creates forex market for petroleum importers to contain fuel hikes, and that's according to Deputy Energy Minister Andre Japamesa. So, you know, the importers of refined crude have been talking about the need to have some bit of a special, a dispensation where they can get dollars at a bit of a certain rate for them. And for them, if that is done, it would actually lead to some bit of transformation at our pumps. But as we're talking about fuel, Raymond, something that caught my attention. I've been thinking about it. So I've been looking at the ESLA report, and the 2021 is not ready. It'll be ready in June of 2022. So I looked at the 2020 report. It was ready in June 2021, and so if you look at the total consumption of petroleum products, for instance, when it comes to petrol, we consumed 1,983,180,900, and diesel 2,099,741,072. What I did was just to find out how much would have made, based on these estimates, from a sanitation levy in 2021. That is what, 10 pesos per liter on fuel. Now, that, if I were to use these estimates that I've talked about, would give you 408,292,191 Ghana cedis. My question this morning is, if you drive around the city of Accra, have you seen any improvement in your sanitation conditions?
The cleanest city in Africa.
The cleanest city in Africa. This money that we're talking about, what has
Why
it
are
been
you
used
people
for?
like this?
No, you see, because we said we're going to use sanitation and
Yes.
pollution levy.
Yeah.
We have paid the money. Now that we have paid the money, I want to see what we have used it for. And when are you? So
We know they are planning on removing that. Please tell us how. Account for it before you remove
Uh-huh,
it.
it's very
We have ended
the
it. So
thing is called
no.
sanitation and
And
pollution.
pollution.
Yes.
Yeah,
We've done the pollution.
yeah. Sanitation. Yeah,
So let's do the sanitation.
yeah. Because we are the
We
cleanest
spend
city
the
in
money
Africa.
on pollution.
No.
Oh, no, sorry. We hope to be the cleanest city in Africa. We had hoped before in the last term, but obviously it didn't happen. But the hope is still alive. In this term, we will surely be the cleanest city in Africa. So this sanitation levy will help us be the cleanest city in Africa. In the interim, it is helping us get there.
So in the interim, let's start accounting.
What
Because
advice would you give
To-
to someone who has faith in people who have failed him?
God is there.
Master, I drove on the motorway. If you drive on the motor,
Bible says,
pollution
"Put
you
not your
see-
trust in man."
I mean, the sort of pollution you see along
Yeah.
the motorway,
Yeah.
you ask yourself, what's wrong with us?
I think for most of us, we have had private solutions to sanitation. We all know that. The people who come to clear your garbage, they are not from government or related to government or care about government or taking money from government in any way. So maybe government is using it for some other business anyway. But
Well, we'll come back to this. I'm sure, I mean, our listeners can help us understand whether in their environments they see some improvements in their sanitation.
Bottom matters have always been that it be involved in corruption or one problem or the other. It's perhaps a mystery on its own.
We'll come back to it.
Okay, the Business Finder is reporting this morning. Dr. Awa tax board to modernize forts and castles, and this is an addendum to Kojo your request. This addendum says
what has he done?
he has taxed a board to modernize forts and castles. You know, we've had this conversation here before.
How much money have they assigned to that task?
It's not stated in the story, but they have devoted a lot of resources. That's what the story
What
says.
resources?
It certainly will include money.
Why are
but
you subjecting the man to say something which is not in the story?
No,
Yeah,
I want him to tell
It's
me
not
that's not in
in
the
the
story.
story.
The answer
Yeah,
is
but-
that it's not in the story.
Yes, but resources can be in different forms.
They should go and
The most
dream,
important
they should go
person,
and dream up.
they have taxed a board
refurbishment.
to modernize our forts and castles so that we can improve tourism for everybody's good in this country. It's a very good thing to do. Anyway, 61 students receive 800,000. You know, in this country, we like announcing that we will do. At some point, we should stop announcing it and just do it and shock the people.
They say, oh, they were not dark. I see them.
Yeah, like recently, the Office of Special Prosecutor went to announce
I will do
a league
this.
table. A league table it will do.
Yeah, not what it has done.
At one of those plush hotels. Yeah. Anyway, that's on the front page of the Business Finder too.
And on the front page of the Daily Statesman, NDC MPs reject calls for pay cuts. That's what the statement says. I have heard Kwame Agoja, Kwesi Parker-Wilson spoke with him yesterday, and he said that, well, the members of the majority sit on boards. They don't sit on boards. They have loans that they have to pay for. The executive must take the first bite, which he agrees. Members of parliament, no. Also on the front page, VRA offers scholarship to 61 needy students. Lands Commission establishes offices in new regions. But one here, employee remanded for betting with companies 1 million Ghana cedis.
It is, before I even proceed, it is
Hayden?
It is topping the stories being read on my online. That's
Yeah, you bet with your companies 1 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah. It's risk. This life, you have to take risk.
But is this the kind of risk you take? Not your own money. Companies' money.
But why? If you had done it the next morning and had won the thing, by now you'd be hero. We'll be celebrating.
All astute business people
Yeah.
take risks with other people's money.
In
Yeah.
fact, yes.
But in this case, you see, the other people's money you take risk with. When you are a bank, listen, when you are a bank
Yes.
and you take a risk with other people's money,
Like the way they do at night.
yes, there are other risks that you take which you know
Yes.
would actually bring, and that's how we do portfolio management, which you know would bring you returns. This risk,
My brother.
there's every chance, Lee, the
Yeah.
portfolio management, what we do is that we put some in risk-free.
Yes.
Government bonds, we know that is a risk-free. That one will get it. But you go and put 1 million Ghana cedis
Government
in
bond,
bed.
there are not immediate returns.
And
Please.
did he lose?
He lost.
Yes, but if you had not lost the thing, like we'll be discussing this,
The
would you be remanded
It's
today?
rather unfortunate.
If
The guy
the man
lost.
had won the thing,
You would have paid the company back.
1 million what? Cedis.
1 million Ghana cedis. Where he's lost the money.
What's his name? This living legend.
yes.
Let me get back
Hey.
The definition of something must kill a man.
His name, Nana Inshira Ejapong.
Hey, prison no but them sideways.
He thought his middle name could help out. Israno. Yeah. Wait there, yeah, Israno. Oh, but it's a very sad story. I mean, well,
1 million Ghana cedis.
some of us, we don't believe in betting and lottery.
To go and do what?
No, there's a reason why. I have never participated in anything that involved chance and odds that I won before. I remember Legon had to do balloting for a room.
Yeah.
So I balloted. They asked me to come and do again like 3 times. Still, I couldn't get
You
it.
failed. So you don't go back.
I mean, I've never liked the idea. Anyway, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning fertilizer plant construction in the offing. There's one about Goro boys invading the birth registry and yes. Actually, they were there. But I reached the point, the registry was not doing any serious work. So their business was heavily curtailed. So now, apparently, the registry is back into proper functioning and they are back in action. They can get you earlier than the look at that, they can get you earlier than the official records will tell you get your birth certificate. Oforiatta, that's what's being reported there. Oforiatta speaks today, that's on the front page, and they are telling us, again, as I said, on borders, fuel prices, COVID, and virtually everything in between. ECOWAS called fines Ghana, is also on the front page. Gun running soldiers granted 200K bail. Those are the stories that the Daily Guide is reporting this morning.
And the Business and Financial Times, Tourism Ministry projects 2.3 billion revenue that you talked about. 41% of Ghanaians depend on underground
massive reversion to the winning ways. You know that after Ghana Beyond 8, no, not Ghana Beyond 8, what did we do? The one that we brought Obroni people to Ghana now. Year of return.
Year of return.
Yes, after a year of return, COVID and things made it difficult for us to go back to our winning ways. So this is the winning ways that we are going back to.
41% of Ghanaians depend on underground water. Museum and Monuments Board anticipates profitability under new leadership.
Brilliant.
Ghana for you.
I like the look on Kojo's face.
Zipline has made over 4 million medical deliveries since 2019.
Great.
Look, I went to Fort Fredericksburg in the Western region, and great story to this fort. They've even built a hotel, or they've turned a part of it into a hotel. Museum and Monuments Board. They charge 20 Ghana cedis a night.
For you to stay in the hotel?
Yes. And at the time we went there, they had only had 6 customers in a year. So the new leadership, I don't know what they are going to come and do. Anyway, the online review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
And Goyle has good news for you because Goyle is rewarding its prepaying Gold Card customers with 2 pesos discount per litre on fuel. And you also enjoy discount on lubricants at Goyle stations nationwide. So elevate your goodness by joining Goyle Go Club today and enjoy up to 3 pesos per litre discount on fuel. Amazing discount on lubricant purchases. Free life insurance cover provided by My Life Insurance. Join the Goyle Club by visiting Goyle stations or offices, Goyle website, registration.goyle.com.gh, and all Goyle social media platforms. Goyle Good Energy, Goyle, yeah, dear.
All right. Can't see what's on myjoyonline.com. But, go check it out. April is looking good for a by-election, according to Gabi Asari-Ochredako. I think that's a jab at the MP who's having some legal problems. I don't know.
Like we were discussing yesterday that the court had made a decision that may suggest there will be problems in the future for him.
I don't know whether
it will be April.
NPP can assume that they will win a by-election there.
But he's just saying that it is
it's likely that there will be one. Okay. We'll see how that pans out. Hung Parliament at the moment until further notice. All right, then. Let's have the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Hey, Evokoku, what brings you to my house this early morning? I hope all is well.
All is never well with me, Nick Bakbo. After paying 3 times for the land for my project, the construction workers are now giving me wahala. From material overestimation to small stealing. I am tired.
I told you so, Evokoku.
It's all because you are trying to become builders when you're corporate workers and business people. Edlum has products tailored to meet your needs.